Hey folks, Jeff the Fireman here with League of Fire Challenge Group, yes. And we're back again today. Who we have is the Bhut, the Bhut, Paul Ouro. He's in, and Paul Ouro is co-founder along with Matt Tangent of League of Fire. And he's going to be in today, and he's taking on Chug Life, the ginger one. And Chug Life is a nice new League of Fire challenge and very healthy, made by Chili Bobs. So without further ado, let's bring in the Bhut himself, Paul.
Oh, I was loving the intro music. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I should add definitely some intro music.
Woo!
How are we doing this evening for you, afternoon for me?
Yes, just gone 8 o'clock over here in London, UK. Actually, you know what? We live in a place called Uxbridge, right? So imagine London, and then you go out as far west, like towards Windsor Castle. And right across the road, I went for a walk the other day, across the road into the university. I was so sad. I walked along, and the building where they filmed Clockwork Orange, back in the day, they knocked it down. I was just so upset. I was like, that should be listed. Anyway, I've gone off on a Matt tangent, haven't I? So
but it does make sense, But
so sad.
Gentrification and progress.
I love that movie, but yeah, it's just filmed across the road. It's quite a cool place where we live. Hopefully, a lot of you watching today. I know Patty has been here. We tried to get his visa stopped before he got on the plane. Yeah, he had all his T's crossed and I's dotted, so we couldn't stop that. But hopefully, a lot of you in the chat will one day come and visit us over here.
People from England or from London themselves, they'll always recognize Uxbridge. They're like, look, it's at the very end of the friggin' tube line.
That's it.
Who wants to go there?
You know what?
Only when you're drunk and you fall asleep.
If you want
wake up in Uxbridge.
if you want to live in London, but you want a house and a garden, and you're not a millionaire, this is a sort of area,
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I lived and grew up in central London, and people are like, garden. What are you talking about, garden? You have to rent like a little plot down at the lot if you want a garden or if you want to grow anything.
An allotment. Let me do the disclaimer now, then I can just get rid of my phone.
Go ahead.
I, Paul Ouro, am over 18 years of age, of sound mind, and read and understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept that League of Fire, their suppliers and manufacturers will, under no circumstances, be responsible for or liable for any claims of injury or damage arising from me consuming this product or multiples thereof. I acknowledge and agree to this fact without question.
Excellent. Well, Patrick has given you a happy belated birthday. And looks like Miguel is asking, will Bhut be doing multiples thereof? Maybe.
Let's see, because I'm still a bit milky, so I'm building up my tolerance. So this is perfect for that.
It really is. It's like, I don't want to put it down, but it's like really nice flavored. I could drink it by the pints, but it does have a little kick to it.
I can see your future, Jeff. I think that you will be drinking maybe the Killer Queen 2 by the pint in the future. I don't know. I've got
you saw that post I made last week. But maybe. Salute. These have a 2-minute afterburn, so once he's chugged it, it'll give me open mouth. And away we start a 2-minute afterburn. And then, he'll have 1 minute to decide whether he wants to do a second.
Wow.
Specifically if you're doing multiples. So how's the taste in the evening?
You know what? I'm not, it sounds disingenuous coming from me, but it's so good. I know that, I have a big involvement in making this. So, believe me if you will, it's up to you. But I really love the flavor.
I agree with you completely.
It's just, I haven't done any prep. I've just literally come back. When Joe Chili Cuba Andrews was doing his challenge before this, I was in the car and I was driving and Shenna was next to me. And so I saw Pat have a dig at Liverpool FC. So I was like, Shenna, text him and tell him that he's an idiot.
I knew you'd be watching and I put the digs in myself.
Yeah. And just in case the Metropolitan Police are watching, when I was doing the texting, that was when the car was stationary and the engine was turned off.
Exactly.
And then Shenna started flexing when I was actually driving again. Just
in a legal parking spot.
Very much so. Yes, off the A40. You might remember that, Jiff. I was down near Perryvale. Do you know the Staples Corner? Do you remember that?
I do know Staples Corner
In North London. Yeah, Jiff's old stomping ground.
Definitely, that's the one where you're basically like, oh, do I go now? Do I go now? It's like one of the biggest roundabouts. It's a roundabouts on roundabouts.
That's it. You guys don't know what that is over there in America.
You know, locally, well, you know, our local university town, Arcata, about 10, 15 years ago, adopted roundabouts, and it's working pretty good.
Yeah, they're popping up now, aren't they?
Yeah, and, you know, some people are like, what the heck are these? But then others are like, hey, I get it. It's like a decent yield. And you're like, yes, exactly. It keeps the flow of the traffic going. There's your 2-minute afterburn done, Paul. The first one is down.
So let me just drink this quickly because there's a 1-minute rule now.
Yeah, there is a 1-minute rule. You have 1 minute to decide whether you're going to
start
on the next one. And, you know, and we got to look into that because I'll probably address it. If you spend like 10 minutes trying to open a bottle, we're going to disallow it.
Yeah, so
it's like goalkeeper time wasting.
Yeah, definitely. All right, here we go. Salute.
Salute. Chin chin. And we're away.
Yeah, see, it burns me. There's people out there who say it's not very hot, but something quite important, really, that we need to talk about here. The League of Fire, it's an unusual thing. It's a kind of a mixture. It's an amalgamation between almost like social media and an extreme sport. And you've got to have, with an extreme sport, you've got to recognize the people who are very, very good at what they do. But also this community that we've built up, you want to get more people involved. I personally wouldn't be able to come on alive and keep up with the likes of Jiff. And I feel really awkward, you know, if there weren't any challenges that were 1 point or entry level or 2 points. I feel like I couldn't be accepted into this community as much. I know that that's just me. Other people might not feel like that, but this is why I think that these kind of challenges are very important. And I know there's some big guns out there who might think to themselves, you know, well, why is League of Fire doing that kind of thing that maybe teenagers could do? But I'm telling you, but what I'm trying to say is, long story short, there are many teenagers that are a lot stronger than me.
Yeah. And I mean, I sure can knock back some decent challenges, but at the same time, I started somewhere. You know, and you got
to end somewhere as well, though, probably around here, not like you, Jiff. My God.
Well, no, but I mean, you know, it's also encouraging, you know, because some people go, I don't know how you can do that. And you can go, well, taste this and you tell me. And they're like, oh, wow, I can do that. And you can see, you know, it's a lot of, I think the last couple of products that have come through have been, you know, pretty decent in how they've been accepted by people. And they're very tasty and, you know, specifically healthy too. Coming into the end of your second burn.
I couldn't have said it better, Jiff. I really agree with everything you just said, mate. And I just basically, you know, when we come up with League of Fire and everything, it was inspired by the UK Chili Queen, right? I was going to say my better half, but let's face it.
Chug that before a minute's up, and then you can talk.
That's why Jiff's here. Here we go.
Exactly. Keep you on the ball.
Okay. My nose is running now, and I haven't got a tissue.
I see. You should have prepped. So, but no prep, you're doing pretty well. But like you were talking about, Shahina.
Sorry, I have to use. Not good on camera. Yeah. So the League of Fire was inspired. There's no two ways about it. Shahina had been going around for 10 years, you know, just doing chili challenges, and there was no one following her. It was just for fun. And that's the inspiration behind a League of Fire. You know, someone's going around doing that, and it's like a sport, but there's nowhere to recognize it. Now, people like Shahina, they're on a different level. I'm just going back to reiterate the last point, Jiff, you know. These challenges I really, really want. And when we created this idea of the League of Fire, we were all in agreement. Matt, myself, Johnny Scoville was a big part of this. You know, he was in England at that sort of time. We discussed all these things, and it's really, really important that we can include a lot of people into this community. That is what my goal is, as well as finding and giving credit to those people who are up there, you know, on that level. So I just want everyone to enjoy it, you know. I know that, you know, right now I'm not enjoying it, but you know
but you should be. But you know, you want to have challenges that range from the mild to wild that satisfy everyone. You want to have speed rounds and you want to have consumption. There, you know, you try and make sure that you include everybody in, you know, in all aspects. Some people are going to be good at speed, some people are going to be good at volume. It all depends the person, you know.
You that's a nice segue, Jeff, into the whole speed conversation. I mean, that's a good conversation right there. Maybe we can go into that in a minute, but I'm going to start opening this.
Yeah, you can start opening that. You're coming into the last 5 seconds of this one. There's your 2 minutes done on that one. You can start on that.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a... This is like when you get in boxing, you get an 8 count, you know, and the coach says, just stay down, take your time, take the full 10 seconds. So I've got a minute here, right? I'm just going to just breathe, you know. Respect to little shout out. Katie and Annie. I mean, when I watched you two do this together and you did like 30 something, 40, that was amazing. That was an inspiration. So if you're watching, salute, this is for you. Oh.
Yeah, like Miguel's saying there, you did, what was it, 3v5s? Should be walking the park.
I think that you're, Miguel, no, thanks for tuning in, mate. And I'm going to meet you in San Diego. Fantastic. No, but I think you're right. But, you know, I don't do this often. I prefer to watch people and support them, you know. So I'm not really like a competitive eater. I get involved because I enjoy all this. And I think having done, like, was it 3v5s?
Yeah.
That doesn't make this any easier tonight. It's weird.
Yeah, well, we'll segue right to what the Chili Project is saying. When is the Killer Queen coming out? When are you going to put that one up on the table?
There's a story here. I was actually on Facebook having a conversation with Sticky Ricky, the Fire Stick. And I knew that he wouldn't watch. He wouldn't join and support me on my quest to do the Chug Life. So I did tell him a little porky pie. And I told him I was doing Killer Queen 2, and it worked because he's here in the comments watching. So consider yourself tricked, Rick.
Yeah, for people who are confused, that's Rick Saunders. He's the guy that actually made the Killer Queen 2.
Yeah, but I will do it one day. I mean, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to lay it out to you, Sticky Ricky, the Fire Stick, Mr. Chili. I create and cook the best chilies in the world and all that. I'll do the Killer Queen 2 in a live together with you, with Jeff hosting, anytime, any day. You just say the time, you say the date, and I'll be there and I'll do the Killer Queen 2 with you, next to you, side by side. Come on, let's do this.
He threw the glove down, Rick. What you gonna do?
I will. I'll do it. That's going to kill me. That's going to be the next day. I'm going to be in pain, and I'm very, very difficult for me to be sick. I'm one of those.
There's your 2 minutes.
Right, let's unwrap this. This is number 5, so I get my bonus point.
Yeah, this will be number 5.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I mean, wait, did Rick leave or is he still back here? What's up, unit?
He saw that I wasn't doing the Killer Queen 2, so he went.
No, he still might be in there. I think he's probably just shaking in his boots from the challenge you just issued to him. But, you know, we'll have to see someone, I don't know, someone like me who will persistently remind him that you challenged him to this.
Yeah, I struggle sometimes to pay attention to all the comments. But if anyone's actually watching, just tag Rick Saunders.
He's right here. He says only if we can wrestle first.
Yeah, that's tip. Oh, I'm going to do this. Salute.
Go ahead. Salute. Chin chin. I guess he'll bring the oil.
Oh, that's 5.
That's 5. That gets you the bonus point. So it gives you a realization that people that have done like 30 of these, you know, because again, it's one of those things that's very, very volume in the stomach.
Yeah. By the way, I've got my old Agnes store top on. A shout out to them as well. I love those guys. Steve and Michelle, if you're watching, or Michelle and Steve rather. I'm old-fashioned. Ladies first. If you're watching, thank you.
Chili Project. Rick says he's still here.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's enough for me.
It is hot, isn't it? Oh, look, Shahina's also. Be amazing to watch Paul and Rick together. Yes, it would, Shen.
I'm a man of my word, all right? I'm telling you, if Rick can come on here and do this with me, let's hear him say it now. He's in there. Let's sign a contract, Rick.
Yeah, Rick, I mean, come on, because I just want to hear Shen in the background going, come on, Paul, don't give up, do it. You know, the same way, the same enthusiasm that you give her when she's competing.
Come on, Rick, sign the contract in the comments. We can do this. I'll be nervous from now until we do it. That's how scared I am of that.
Oh, man, that hurt there.
Oh, Katie.
Katie said she would come for Chris's record again, but it took 2 weeks before the stomach was right. Yeah.
Katie, unbelievable. Kate, do you know, I really, you've met Katie as well, Jeff.
Yeah.
This is the most important thing for me, is like getting to meet the people that are involved, and she's just amazing, really amazing.
Hey, look at this. You got a world record holder for bubblegum asking the Chili Project. Will you?
Oh, do you know what? That's another thing, Jeff. That's another thing.
Poor internet connection. Hey, Paul, congratulations. You got your 5 and your bonus point. I mean, people on the table better be aware Paul's coming for you guys, honestly.
I got a bonus point. Oh.
You got a bonus point too.
I actually brought milk this time.
Yeah, man, the connection's bad. He says it's cutting out.
He could have just written challenge accepted then, instead of written it's cutting out. You can always tell when Rick Saunders lies, his lips move.
I mean, you got to realize, I mean, you're challenging someone that cooked it and created it, so he's probably already got like a natural resistance to it. So, I mean, that's putting you at a disadvantage. He's already familiar with it. So when he accepts, which we all expect him to do.
He's got to do it. He's a producer.
Oh, man, we're going to lay on the guilt thick. We're going to definitely lay the guilt on thick for him.
He's got to do this. But we went out for some, we didn't go out for lunch. We stopped for lunch today. And Shenna pulled out the Killer Queen too. She had it on her food. And I had a tiny bit, you know. I just can't, full respect to anyone that's done that, Chug. And also, I've got to say, I think that only 5 people in the world so far have done more than one of those.
Man, it's well, with those, you know, you got to have, it's different if you're taking a sauce to your stomach and you got nothing in it, as opposed if you're, you know, eating, say, an extract sauce with some food. Because I mean, with the food, you're breaking it up and you're still getting the, and depending on how it's cooked, of course, we're talking about the man there, you know, Rick, as much as we're challenging him, is an amazing cook, specifically of sauces when it comes with extract. You know, like when you and Shane gave me that squid sauce, that was like, wow. You know, you just didn't think, you know, 0 super hots in it, but just amazing, an amazing tasting sauce with a great heat. It's really well done.
We are blessed in the UK. I mean, I can think now, my mind's going like that with all the producers we've got here. I'm not going to say them because then I'll miss someone, even though I still have that.
Yeah, I get you.
You know, but Rick and Laura, it's always happened as well. Laura doesn't get the credit. These wouldn't happen if it wasn't for Laura as well.
What's this down here? Chris Fragal is shouting, Rick needs to answer. The unit is even asking.
Rick's out. He's suddenly disappeared.
I mean, everyone's cheering for Rick. I mean, even Cuba's back here after doing 2 of the hot ball challenges going, he's in hiding, I reckon.
Oh, excellent. Let me see if I can find comments.
Wait. What's this?
Hey!
The guilt.
Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. It flows like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will never stop. Yo, I don't know. Turn out the lights. And I'll go to the extreme, I rock a mat like a bando, like the stage, you rock the chomp like a candle, dance. I'm not speaking that boom of
I think you're happy.
When I play it out melody, anything less than the best is a friendly, love it, I leave it. You better gain weight. You better hit bullseye to kick down play. If you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook. Well, Rick, whatever. I'm so happy that Rick's in there. We're gonna do this.
There you go. Laura is the CEO. Is the CEO after all? He said. Well, this is going to be great. Well, what's this? Shahina saying, oh, look at that. Rick promised me he would do a Killer Queen 1, but he never did. Well, he's going to do a Killer Queen 2, and there's so many witnesses. I mean, look, you got Late for Work as a witness. You got Chris as a witness. You got Chili Dean as a witness. Patrick Wise. There's a lot of witnesses. There's enough witnesses. That's going to be a great one, you know, because you got the creator. The creator of the Chug. So yeah, it's going to be good.
I would only ever do a rap live if something amazing happened.
Hey, you got a question from Roger right here.
Oh yes, I've got to go.
Can I get a point if I chug all 14 bottles of V4 at once with a beer bong or electric pump? No, I don't think so, Roger. It would be, but that would be exciting to watch. It would be exciting to watch.
I can't believe 25 minutes is just shot past.
All right, and I know you have an appointment, so
yeah,
congratulations on doing your 5 chugs. I will send you a link that you can check later on, so you can submit it and get your points. You know, because he's got to get his points just like anybody else.
Oh, excellent. I can't wait. Thank you so much, Jiff. Thanks for everyone that watched. And sorry about doing that rap. I was just very excited. Also, keep an eye out on the Facebook pages, because that's where all the latest news is. And I think next week we're looking at 3 new challenges in the League of Fire.
Look at that.
Hopefully they'll be out next week.
Look at that from the mouth himself. I will say the memes that are going to come from this live are going to be insane. Look at that. That's going to give you a hint of like a challenge to come.
Okay,
thank you, Paul. We shall talk to you soon.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
As you saw, League of Fire co-founder knocking out the Chug Lives. He did an amazing job, and then gave some hints as to some of the stuff that's coming in the future. As you can see, there's going to come probably 3 new challenges coming out here real soon. This has been Jeff the Fireman for League of Fire Challenge Group.